Hello everyone, welcome back, and if you're new around here, welcome. I'm Sabs, also known as Sustainable Sabs on Instagram, where I am most active. Sometimes I make YouTube videos for things that I want to see in video form. Subscribe if you're into that kind of stuff. So today I wanted to kind of show you guys what a bulk zero waste grocery haul looks like for me. I don't do these every single week just because it's impractical and I have to kind of go out of my way to get everything, but I'm gonna grab a bunch of different things. I'm gonna go to Precycle, which is a zero waste bulk store in Bushwick. I'm also gonna go to the farmer's market, so I'll show you guys what kind of produce I pick up. I'll try to show you some tips and tricks on how to find cheaper items when it comes to zero waste bulk and farmers market shopping, because I know that's one big concern people have. So yeah, I'll show you guys exactly what I bring and we'll go from there. I'm actually not gonna bring all of these bags because I'm gonna go to the farmer's market first and then I'm gonna go to Precycle. So here's what I'll bring to the farmer's market, just a bunch of cloth bags. And then I'm gonna come home, I'll drop all of this stuff off and then bring this bag, which has a lot of empty small glass jars. And then I'll just bring a bunch of bags for the bulk things that I don't need to be in glass. So that's things like dried beans or any like chocolate or snacks or anything like that. So I just left Precycle and I wanted to quickly talk about pricing. I know for a lot of people zero waste is not very accessible because of the cost of a lot of like the zero waste specialty shops. So I wanted to give you guys some really quick tips. Some things that will almost always certainly be cheaper in bulk are things like spices and tea. So for a like jar of garlic powder or rosemary, whatever it is, it's usually $3.99 a jar, and for what I got, I paid literal pennies for the spices that I got. So always recommend buying at least spices and tea in bulk. Another hack I have for you guys, if you're looking for healthy fats, I definitely recommend choosing things like peanuts and sunflower seeds over almonds and cashews because they're a lot more expensive, they're a lot more water intensive, and usually they can't be found local unless you live in like California. Sorry, there's like a car coming by. Oh my god, people keep walking by, I feel so awkward. So yeah, if you're on a budget, recommend grabbing peanuts. You can make peanut milk with it. I made sunflower seed milk. It's actually one of my go-tos, so definitely recommend that instead of the more expensive nuts. Okay, so I got back a little bit ago from Precycle, and then I obviously came back in the farmer's market a while back, and I just wanted to go over everything I picked up. I actually ended up getting a lot less stuff from Precycle than I expected, but it was all okay. So yeah, I will show you what I picked up. I'm sorry, I don't have a better angle to shoot from. I'm still working on like angles in my little room in my new apartment, so it will have to be a little strange for now. So I'm gonna start off with farmer's market things. The amount that I spent at the farmer's market was $23, so not too bad. And I picked up a bunch of things. I got a whole bunch of kale. I got some broccoli, some sweet potatoes. I got these long beans, which I'm really excited to cook. They're really nice, chopped up and put into like pasta with tomato sauce or any other sort of stir fry. I also got some apples, a couple of pears, which I haven't had in a while, but they're local and organic and super fresh, so I had to pick some up. I got a couple of onions as well, and then mini zucchinis. These were $3. I will probably just chop these up and add them to like a stir fry or something. So things to remember about the farmer's market. There are always going to be things that are a little bit more expensive than others, so make sure that you kind of walk around the market to make sure that you're always getting the best deal on whatever it is that you buy. For me, I don't always buy exclusively organic because it can be a little bit pricey, so I just want to make sure that everything I'm buying is at the very least local, and I love being able to meet the farmers and to see all the food splayed out. It really just reminds you and kind of grounds you when it comes to growing food and all the resources that it takes to grow food. So if anything, it's a reminder to not waste any food. I think the items that I got from Pre-Cycle were mostly spices. I got nutritional yeast, oregano, red chili flakes, some za'atar, which is a spice that I really like. It's a Middle Eastern spice, and some rosemary as well. I also got sugar because I love making kombucha and I've been out of sugar recently, so I bought some of that for all my future kombucha batches, and then I'll add some to my apple oatmeal for breakfast. I also picked up some oats because that's what I'll be eating for breakfast all fall and winter for the most part, unless I decide to make pancakes. I also got raisins, which I'll be adding to my kombucha. You can add any dried fruit to the second ferment when you're fermenting kombucha, and it'll become flavored to your preference. I also picked up some dish soap from Pre-Cycle. I actually didn't have enough jars at first, but I remembered I brought my mason jar with water, so I just chugged the water and then filled the mason jar up with dish soap. So that's another little hack. If you find something extra that you didn't really plan on getting, or you forgot to bring an extra jar for, you can just use that. Okay, so I wanted to also touch on price. Hi, hello everybody from Editing Sabs. I'm rewatching these clips and I sincerely apologize because I can see that most of them are focused on my wicker chair. I didn't have enough time to reshoot all of this stuff, so I'm sorry, please forgive me. I'll do better next time. I promise. Okay, love you, thank you, bye. The amount that I spent at Pre-Cycle was just under $16, which was actually a lot less than I expected. The most expensive item I got was the nutritional yeast, which I feel like I've seen the same sized containers in plastic at the grocery store for at least twice as much, so overall I would say that's a pretty good deal, and that came in at $3.57. The next most expensive item was the dish soap, which came in at $3.34, but at the same time I got 16 ounces of that, so I would say overall also still a pretty good deal. Another thing I don't want to forget to mention is the Beyond Meat patties that I got. So normally I don't get these, but I wanted to show you realistically what a low-waste haul looks like for me. It's not always so plastic free. Sometimes I do buy things in a little bit of packaging, like pasta in paper boxes, for example. And I was with my friend Rebecca. She goes by Vegan Bodega Cat on Instagram and on YouTube. I'll link her channel below. She had some coupons, so I picked up this Beyond Meat. I'm gonna make it these burgers for dinner tomorrow night for me and a friend. I don't know the exact price of the Beyond Meat burger because, like I said, I had coupons for those, but if I were to guess, it would say it was probably between $4 and $6. And this could very easily be replaced by any other plant-based proteins or mock meats like tofu, tempeh, seitan, if you want to get any type of veggie burger to keep it low waste but also get protein in. If you have tofu in bulk, definitely try and grab that. I have some near me, but I just didn't have time to go to the store this week. I'll probably end up going next week. One last thing I wanted to mention, if you probably noticed, I didn't get any of my normal bulk ingredient staples like beans or rice or anything like that, and that's because I actually already have a bunch at home. I have pasta and rice and lentils and beans, and I didn't want to buy more just for the sake of buying it. But just so you know, usually on my bulk trips I would get some sort of dried bulk staple like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was at least a little bit informative. I know one big issue that people have with zero waste and food is just figuring out where to go and how to actually do it. So I hope you learned a little bit from this video. If you did, please give it a like. I will see you guys next week. Bye.